guys, welcome back to Mixed Emotions, Second Thoughts, a podcast where we dive deep into the experiences that shape us, the relationships that define us, and the lessons that stay with us. I'm your host, Miss CCJ.
All right, and I'm your girl, JP, and together we're here to explore the stories, the struggles, and the triumphs that come with love, life, and everything in between.
Everything in between.
Let's get into it.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
Hey.
Let's get into it.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
My man over here on the phone.
He ready.
They see me right
He
here.
ready.
I'm
Yes,
good.
you
All right,
good.
bet.
You ready?
He ready.
He ready.
I'm ready, like ready.
Okay, let's get
All
into
right,
it.
yes, let's dive right into it. Guys, we have two amazing guests with us today. You know, this season has just been about the male perspective. So joining us, well, I'm going to actually let them introduce themselves, starting with our single man on set today.
Wait, before he go, I do want to say this. I'm so excited to have him here. Y'all don't understand. One, he's been a big support of us from day
You lying.
one. He has.
He ain't
been a
watched the
support.
episode.
No. Don't do him. Don't do my big brother.
Thank you so much,
Let me
man.
say this, for real. He is the person that calls, checks in. Hey, I see y'all doing big things. I'm proud of y'all. He sends those messages very often. He like, listen, let me on there when you want me on there. He was the person who called us to get on his.
Yes.
Before we even recorded ours,
Yeah.
he like, hey, I need y'all on here. So it was super dope.
It was
Like,
very dope.
So I'm super excited that this man
Thank you
has
so much.
finally made it. The one, the only Dr. Hey.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Now give your introduction.
Well, you know me, not to brag, but Dr. Hayes here, own Blue Guys with a partnership, real estate company. We have several real estate properties in the city of Detroit. Also have Imani's Development, where I own several properties single by myself. And I have Men, which is supporting men through mentoring young men through the pregnancy process, just help them understand what they need to do as a father, as well as Forgotten Felons, where I house a lot of individuals coming in and out of prison and just support them as they transition from prison back into the real world. I know we switched names to recidivize and other things, but it's felons, as we call it in the neighborhood, bottom line. As well as I'm one of the directors at Focus Hope. Thank
The
you.
director of where?
At Focus Hope.
Okay, over
Yeah.
what? What you over?
So I'm over early child education and
Okay.
youth development. So I deal with pregnant moms, fathers, grandparents, the kids, all the way up until
Wow.
they really transition into the workforce.
Wow, that's fire. We kinda,
I don't mean
like
to
the
brag.
same little deal here.
I don't mean to
I
brag,
don't mean to
but
brag.
you know,
But it ain't bragging if it's true.
period.
Right.
All right.
All right. And our married man for this evening is
So my name is Elijah Ingram. We kind of like in the same field as a doctor. So I'm a director over at Job Corps, Detroit Job Corps. So that's where, you can take a student that doesn't have their high school diploma or a student that does, and we run trade programs there. So they do office administration, Homeland Security, CNA. So little different things like that, and they do also have a high school diploma program
Nice.
as well with that too. So I'm over the dorms, I'm over the rec, and I'm over SGA student government. And so I've been doing that for the past 5 years.
Nice.
I started as a recreational specialist out of college. So I started in a rec, just having fun with the kids for real, honestly. And so on the side, which I'm trying to do full time, which I'm in the process of doing full time, is being a financial advisor. I am a licensed life insurance agent here in the Michigan area. And I could talk, we'll be having season 3, season 4, if I just talk about life insurance and how we need it so much, and especially in our community.
Absolutely.
But I'm doing that as well too. So
nice. All right.
boom, that's
welcome.
me.
Welcome
That's so dope.
to you both. Thanks for being here for sure.
Absolutely. Thank
All right,
you.
guys. So today's topic. Listen. So this is why I said Hayes has been involved, y'all. So when I called, like, hey, we're doing season 2. We want to get the male perspective, and I went through the topics. First of all, he's like, I could do that one. I could do that one too. I need to be on that one too. He was like, he thought they were so dope. He wanted to be on multiple, but the one that he said, no, I'll make sure I do that one, which was, would you date you? So we did that topic last season.
I seen that.
And we learned that actually we were having different conversations about it, but
We
today
You said though.
I'm like, I did. I'm like,
I seen that
bro,
one.
I would not date me, but I get it. But today I wanted to talk to you guys and get your perspective, because we had Dre. We appreciate Dre so much.
Facts.
He's always giving the male perspective on a regular episode.
Boom, boom. Shout out to
Let's
Dre.
go.
Shout out to Dre.
Shout out
Dream
to
Lab,
Dre.
Dream Lab in the building.
Dream Lab. So we wanted to get the married in the single. Oh, I pointed at you when I said married. Is it coming?
Ooh, it might be coming.
All
Now,
right, I
touch
just
and
said
agree.
married.
Yay.
I don't know.
All right, nah.
You would know.
You would. I love it. He said you wouldn't. Okay, never mind. All right, so I'm sorry. All right, we wanted to get their perspective, and so I'm excited to get it because he was ready. Listen, when I said it earlier, he started going. So I'm gonna just be quiet. So would you date you, or are your standards the problem?
So I would date the heal me. And what I mean by the heal me is because the immature me, I was dealing with so much and I didn't understand how to be that whole guy. I grew up in an era and around guys who knew how to take care of women financially. But to protect a woman's heart, I really didn't understand what that meant.
That part.
And I had to learn really what that meant. And it means so much to different people and to different women, but I really had to understand that. And I'm still learning that, but as far as today, where I sit today, I would date myself because I'm just fucking perfect.
Oh God, not perfect.
Yeah, you ain't never had that. So we about to get live, man. That's
Right.
why, listen.
I know.
They gave me a drink, and I don't even drink.
He hit the button. He said, "I'm perfect."
I'm dead.
Okay, in your own eyes.
Ain't nothing
fine.
wrong with that.
You're perfect to you.
Period.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I don't know if you. All right, so you.
Elijah.
So first of all, I just to answer the question, absolutely. Like, I'm an extrovert, so I'm a happy-go-lucky person anyway, and also, it's so funny because my wife is kind of like me. You know what I'm saying? As far as how I end up meeting her, I don't know if we're gonna be talking about that, but I'm spontaneous myself, right? And so when I slid on her, I say, look,
Slid on her?
How you slide on her?
Instagram.
Period.
Oh, you slid on her?
Instagram. I played it cool. I seen she was liking my pictures. I liked a couple of hers back. It was around her birthday, so I said, "Happy birthday!" Boom, boom, boom. Welcome to the club. And then I ain't talked to her for like 3 days.
My God.
Wow, that's how you do it.
I let it simmer. I let it simmer. I let it soak. I let it simmer.
Okay.
It was simmering in a slow cooker, right?
Put it in the crock pot.
In the crock pot. Yeah. So look, boom. And I know in her mind, she like, because that's just the game, right? And so I think it was something that she had put up on her story or something like that. And I said, I did a little hard eyes and I said, you should let me take you out. Just ran, straight to the point. Like, and she was like, okay.
Nice.
And so obviously she seen who I was.
No, facts.
You can really
Right.
Do
I
research.
mean, social media is like you can tell the authentic people and then the fake people with social media. So I kind of, and then it kind of like went from there, and I'm married now. So,
Period.
but yeah, no, most definitely would date myself. I feel like I'm outgoing, like everything that I have right now. But I do rock with him when he was saying like that healed me because I was a wild boy.
And if I'm not mistaken, because we were celebrating your 30th birthday, right?
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
said it to say because he's still fairly young.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So this is really should be good. This
So
is really
I
should
got
be
married
good. Y'all know what I meant.
young. I got married when I was 20. I just had, my daughter was born. I got married real young. Was in a church. And it was like, that needs to be
That's the next
I
step.
was in experience. So I got married young. Realized I was 19, turning 20 when I got married. And then I started working in an environment with nothing but women. Nothing but women. So it's just like, they smelled it on me.
What they smell?
They smelled the vulnerability. Because I came from private school where you had the 6-inch rule from kindergarten to 8th grade. You really couldn't deal with girls. You in the hood, so you start making a few dollars in the street, which I did. And you dealt with some people, but when I got in that environment, it's like the women just was coming at me. And I got the wrong advice from my mentor, rest in peace. And he was like, he gave me this metaphor, like, if you run down the hill, he gave a metaphor about a bull and cows. A lot of cows down there. If the bull run down, he's going to chase all the cows away. But if you stand up there and you ease your way down, you can hit all the bull. You can hit all the cows.
Oh
So he's like, take your time to do what you do. And I thought I was doing that, but I was creating a character flaw. But by the time I got out of the character flaw, then I was in my 30s. But I was still immature and still young because I thought that money, in a way, will
attract the women.
Money do attract women. Let's be clear. Money would attract them. It don't keep them.
Yeah, no.
And then you can buy all the gifts in the world, but it don't make them happy.
Can you say that again?
You can buy all the gifts in the world, but it don't make them happy.
Listen, I'm about to
And
say this
so-
real quick. I gotta interrupt you. So this week, my boss and I had went to to lunch, and I had carried one of my bags. And I don't carry a lot of designer stuff. I don't. It's just not a big deal to me. I'm not that girl. Do I have it? Yeah, but do I always have to flaunt it? No. And so he's like, okay, I see you with your Gucci bag today. He was just being funny. I said, yeah. We started talking about designer and women and men and how we look at it, X, Y, and Z. And I said, you know what's so funny is I don't look at designer the same anymore. Like I stopped needing to have the bags and all that good stuff. Now shoes is a different story. If you know me, you know. I'm a shoe fanatic, so I'm gonna keep me some good shoes. But that started being, to me, I just see them as apology gifts. I would get a bag because he was sorry. You know what I'm saying? I would come in the house, it's a gift on the table because he was sorry. So I would get jewelry and I would get bags because I was the girl who dated the guys in the streets who did what they needed to do. So they had the money. And so it was always like, well, we couldn't go because the bag dropped. I got to go break this down. I got to go do X, Y, and Z. So because they were always doing those things, it was hard for me to see those items as like luxury gifts. And they were just sorry gifts. They represented, I'm sorry. So gifts start to represent, I'm sorry. Betty Wright said, sometimes when he buying you flowers, what does it really mean? Sometimes he buying you flowers and say, I'm sorry. Not I was just thinking of you and you don't know. And so I got a lot of I'm sorry gifts. So it's like when you say gifts don't keep her, they don't. Because at some point, the gifts start looking like absence.
Yeah.
The gifts don't replace you being present. The gifts don't replace what you did. And so for me, I started struggling to like buy myself designer. Like I don't even buy myself that for real
it's
because
subconscious in your brain.
it feels
It's a
like I'm
trigger.
sorry. Like, oh, what happened this time? So when you say that, no, money won't keep her.
Yeah.
Gifts won't keep her,
And I don't own any of that stuff. I'm not into it. It looks nice, great. If someone wants to gift it to me, great, I receive it. But don't set no expectations with them.
Yeah.
Because this doesn't do it for me. You know
I
what
wanna
I
add-
mean?
I wanna
If
add
that makes
something.
sense.
Yeah, it makes
You
perfect
know,
sense.
I don't have it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. No, I just wanted to add something about what he was saying, and it was kind of happening, like that they can smell it. I swear, and I'm not trying to be funny, but literally the day of when I proposed to her, I had people in my inbox, people that I used to talk to, saying congratulations, and so I'm like, hold on, wait, what's going on? You see,
Now,
what
you don't
I'm saying?
mean that.
So as I'm starting to learn the word and all that type of stuff, and it was a guy that his name is Myra Goldman, somebody that I follow. He says distraction always follow intention, and so like literally, I see it like out in the world every single day, just like Dre. Like he was like, I'm not eating no sugar today, but we just offered him. So he has to be strong enough to say, I'm not eating no sugar. So for me, when I see when people be flirting and all of that, I got to be like, no, because distraction always follow into. Are you very intentional about what you're doing?
But see, that's where I'm
real.
at now because I've been working on a goal. And my goal, April 28th is my birthday. It's going to be big for me. It's going to be big for me because I completed my second doctorate.
Okay.
The first time I didn't finish my dissertation.
Period.
But now I'm in the process
Congratulations.
of really finishing dissertation. And my date to argue it is on my birthday, April 28th.
Oh,
Dope.
So now I've been cutting
Fire.
out a lot of stuff
Yeah.
to be focused on that. But there's so many distractions that's been coming my way. And so I have to be really intentional about cutting the distractions out.
Gotta be
Absolutely.
diligent.
Like now I said, okay, if it's not about money, I don't do it. I had to cut it out. But then it's like, okay, I'm prioritizing some people, like I'm prioritizing being here and doing certain things. So yeah, the distraction piece.
The balance, I think it's a balance to it though, because like you can say if it's not about money, but then it's also about relationship.
Right.
You gotta-
Relationships is
It's
powerful.
value.
That's money.
and that's more
Yeah.
valuable.
That's more valuable than
more
money.
valuable than money.
Yes.
You know, so I say that too all the time. Like I think I may not have it directly, but I got access to it.
Yes.
And sometimes your access comes through the connections and your
Yes.
network and who you know. Like there probably is nobody in the city I can't get to through a phone call. Hey, can you connect to so and so and so and so? Because it's just that simple. Because I've built really good relationships.
Stop playing small, because your conversation will put somebody in a room more than your connection. You are a powerful,
peace, baby.
powerful
Appreciate
woman.
you.
So ever think that, because she did some training for me and my team, and at first when I met her, I'm like, somebody was bragging on her.
Yes.
She just bragging on her. And I'm like, okay, she all right. But then she came in and did a training. I'm like, what the hell? Where did she come from? Because she's younger, and she blew it out the water. So age really is about the maturity, number one.
Yeah.
It's about the experience, and she just blew it out the water. So I appreciate you for that.
I appreciate y'all for having me. And I think that's the thing too for me. Like I'm the introvert. So when you say like you're an extrovert, your wife is similar, like for me it was a struggle of like I'm introverted, and people don't really realize that I'm cool with being by myself. I'm cool with being at home. Like if I go out, it's draining. Like to go out and do and to be all around and having a good time, it is draining. But when it goes back to the topic, like would I date me? I meant what I said. Like I wouldn't date me. Like no.
So what do you like then?
So no, let me say this.
I'm just saying, like,
And let me clarify too. We were definitely having two different conversations.
Okay.
So when we were having the conversation, right? She was looking at it like, would she literally date her, like herself?
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm thinking like, would I date a man like me or like me? Like I feel like I'm a great woman. I have these qualities. I have this, and yes, I absolutely would. Like you know what I'm saying?
So what I'm saying
with
is like,
knowing what we bring to the table and the, you know what I'm saying, how we carry ourselves and absolutely, you know what I'm saying. And that my
there's
answer ain't
some
gonna
gaps
change,
that
but-
I have. Like there's so when I say like, would I date me? Like, do I think? Let me tell you something. My man is lucky. You know what I'm saying? He's blessed to have me. Listen, I call her right now. And he say, "Yeah, baby, you right." No, seriously though, because I'm an amazing woman to that amazing man. And notice I said he's just equally amazing. So I'm amazing to him. But there are some things that Jasmine lacks. I don't want to date my lack. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to date my gaps. I need somebody to help me feel those particular areas or to see me past those areas. And he does a very good job. Now, are there some similarities? Yes, we are similar in so many ways. However, all of my gaps and where I lack, I don't want to date my lack because then I'm a procrastinator. Listen. I'm big on procrastination. Part of it is I know I'm gonna get it done. It's gonna still be good. Nobody gonna know if I missed the part because I did my thing. So I don't want to date a procrastinator. I need somebody on the go like Jazz.
Well, if you say it like that, then
and that's what I'm saying.
I'm still standing 10 toes down.
Right.
But two different conversations though, right? Hence, mixed emotions, second thoughts.
So
because when you look at that, you kind of need the opposite to
Of
have
you.
the balance.
Areas.
And so, and I think it's more of an in certain area type thing.
Yeah.
So
My high level overview, absolutely, I would. But like she said, I need someone to push me where I'm weak in this
But see,
area.
that's two different things.
So that's what I said.
So the two different things to that is,
what
I
I
believe that when we start talking about dating ourselves, I think people assume that relationship will be with that. It's really working up to something. You know what I mean? So just because we dating and get to know each other, you can always come up out of it. But when you get in that relationship, start talking about marriage and all that, then you're looking for certain qualities completely. So for me now, with dating, I look at it totally different. At first, we was laughing, joking, and I was like, most men don't have standards. I'm only speaking to my guys.
Okay,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
talking about women
Yes,
because I can't.
yes.
Most men, because I do a lot of fatherhood groups, and just listening to why guys date, we always look at ourselves as being a provider, protector, the one that's giving, the one have to be the one pursuing and chasing, and you start asking, okay, what is it that you really want and what you would require from her? Most men, a lot of men, I ain't gonna say all, but I'm saying most, the ones who I ran across and deal with, can't say, don't know. They don't know. Like I was saying, I was talking to this young lady, and she was telling me all her standards of a guy. She don't care if he got kids, but she got to be a priority. Whatever stops, she got to stop for her. And this, and I'm listening to her like, okay, that do sound good. Because I was writing it down for myself to put on my quiet. Because I'm looking like, I ain't got none. Maybe I'm looking like, I don't know. But then it's about, with us guys, when women give us that, because they would give us that. Do we ever ask, what do you have to offer? And most people, women talk down there. You'll see a lot of podcasts when men say, what you bring to the table. What do you bring to the table? Some people get offended with that. But what do you have? with what you say when TD Jakes gave a message, not to bring biblical, was Sunday. He said, when
we
you
do
get
that all
me,
the time. We gonna get a sermon.
when you get me, what do you get? So when I say, when you get me, this is what you about to get. Now, what do I get when I get you? And that's why I'm
very
at.
valid.
What do I get?
I think the way you rephrase that,
Yes.
Okay.
because there's a difference between what you bring to the table and versus when I get you, what do I get from you?
That's the same thing to the table. I mean,
No,
what's the difference?
I feel
because
like
I
it's-
think that table word has
I think people
become.
just use it that way.
Yeah, they use that like, what do you bring to the table? And then that I am the table. Like it's just that.
I think the response is
Could I say something this real
What?
quick before you finish? So, I grew up around men, but
That's
the
what I was
women
gonna
ran
ask
shit.
That's
Let's be
what I was
real
gonna
clear.
ask you.
Women ran everything. Could I do this? Go ask your mama. Bottom line, men act like they ran something, but
and the men were bringing the checks to the.
But the men brought something to the table. Men did not sit at a table if they didn't bring food at all. If it was not enough food for everybody to eat, the man that set the table. Only time man set the head of the table is when he had enough to provide for everybody. I remember one Christmas, my father, friends of court, took his money and this and other. My mother had spent all the money for Christmas. My father came home late. We opened up gifts without him. When he came in, he went upstairs. My mother never said, but in retrospect, I knew then, my mother brought all that. So he didn't come down, he couldn't enjoy Christmas with us because he didn't bring them gifts. So
do
in
you feel
advance,
do you feel like that's healthy?
it's not healthy,
Okay.
but it's
'Cause that's
something
what-
that we have to deal with.
That's why I was gonna ask you because a lot of the times when guys don't know what they want, they wasn't raised the right way.
That's my only point.
You know what I'm saying? Like even though, cause
Yep.
for example, like my mom and my dad was separated, but they raised me together, and so now like after I went through my experiences of what I went through, I know what I want. Point blank, period. Like it was a time where I just clicked like, bro, I'm not about to keep on going back and forth, messing with all of these different females, all that.
But so I'm gonna challenge what you said. You said when men haven't been raised, what were you
Right,
saying?
correctly.
Correctly, they don't know what they want. I'm gonna challenge that because sometimes you know what you don't want.
Yeah, well,
Sometimes
that's true.
you don't want what I experience. Sometimes it's like, you know what? I may not be able to clearly articulate exactly what I want, but I'm very much aware of what I do not want because of what I experience. I don't want my kids to experience this. I don't want to have a woman who does this because my mother talked to me this way. I don't want a woman to talk to me this way. Sometimes what we may see as a negative could actually be a positive if you just kind of look at it like, you know what? I don't want that.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that as in general type of take not men being raised the wrong way and you don't know what you want, but at the same time it still focuses and molds you to how your way of thinking,
Yeah.
right?
No,
It's
I agree.
you're like the
Yeah.
maturity, like okay, I know this not right. It takes maturity to say that that's not right.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But you can be,
Experience.
but at the same
the
time you could be
experiences
not
that-
you could be
It's
not knowing
experience.
to it too.
Because like now,
Yeah.
my boys is at age, and I be like, I want them to see me loving somebody. So like my daughters, when they was growing up, they seen me buying gifts, the sorry gifts. I bought a lot of sorry gifts. So when you said that, I'm like,
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
that's what they are.
lot
The
of sorry gifts.
So now I'm rethinking about how I buy gifts because I don't buy sorry gifts at all, and I cut back with doing a lot of stuff who I am.
Yeah.
Because they become sorry gifts. So when you said that, it really regulated. But now my daughters, when they found out after me and their mom divorced, they get older and they start paying attention. My daughter's with me the other day. She's like, I want you to be something different around the boys. I'm like, I'm trying to be. But she started sharing her experience, what she witnessed with me. And I'm like, wow. So now I wonder what the boys see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do they see? They
makes you
see
think
me
about
talk
it.
about certain stuff, but I want them to see me loving somebody.
Yep.
I want to get back because I feel like I did a lot of stuff that was never appreciated. And I never got nothing back at all. So I stopped doing a lot of things. So that's I need to go back to, in my
you
journey
are.
of healing, go back to who I am. This is who I am. Whether she appreciate it or not, this is who I am. And if she don't appreciate it, that's her loss.
But there's no going back. I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna say go back to something you said a minute ago. Yes. So let me say this. I want every man to hear me. Don't not buy her gifts because we saying this. Every gift ain't a sorry gift. I think for me, I have to reshape my mind to being able to receive the gift like that's, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't represent that anymore. So like I have to work on that. That's not like a him thing. It's a me thing. Like you
That's
know,
a fact what you said.
Yeah.
Because you notice, even in TV shows, a lot of men come into gifts when they got done cheating.
Yep.
Or they done beat her up or something that happened.
Yeah,
They
he
come in
missed
with gifts.
dinner.
That's
he
the
got a
perception
gift.
what
I
it
forgot
is.
this. Yeah.
But for me, I used to be like, okay, baby, I'm on the way home. Want you to get in the shower because I'm at the mall. I seen something I want you to try on. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I was taught never to buy shoes because
She gonna walk out of your life.
Unless they come with an outfit.
Unless they come
with an outfit.
No, that's oh my God.
Yeah, unless they come with an outfit. Just my shoes by themselves.
I know you was raised by the same people, baby. You never bought.
You know how they go?
No.
Yes.
You buy man shoes, he'll walk out of your life.
Yes.
Like I heard it probably one. That's all.
Unless they come with a whole outfit. Other than that,
You buy a man some shoes, he'll walk out
you
of your
better go to
life.
Victoria's Secret and get some
But
real heels.
I do want to add to what you were saying though, but you know, because with marriage it's different. Like just last night, like so my wife was like, do you feel like cooking? She worked third night. She worked third shift. She said, do you feel like making something to eat? I said, no, I don't. I don't feel like making nothing to eat. So she went to work, right? And so I called her, like, yeah, I'm about to drop this food off. Right, I just cooked. I'm about to drop this food off. She said, well, I already ate. Well, I said, all right. At the end of the day, it's not what you feel like doing. Like you have a whole different mindset when you're talking about marriage. So what are we really dating for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, them gifts is, I don't think of it as gifts. Like I think of it as, you know, I have a responsibility, an obligation to make you.
So for me,
I like that
I
responsibility.
like that. When you said the cooking piece, so a good friend of mine, she's a coach, Lanesia. Shout out to Lanesia. She got
That's
a book
my
out.
boo. I
She
got
a book
it in
out.
the room. I should have had it on the table.
Yeah.
I
But
got her other on the table.
I was talking to her and she was like, my whole mindset like, okay, the woman responsible cooking and this and that other. Because I got this whole thing. I just need three things. And we was talking, I said, these three. At least sex twice a week, a meal twice a week, in a safe space for me to lay on your lap and you rub my chest and my beard for at least 2 hours or something, at least twice a week. Because I deal with a lot. That's it. That's it. And that's simple. And I said I was asking for a lot. But in her sense of, what if she don't know how to cook and what if she don't want to cook? And I say, because I always looked at her going in there and cook. But now I'm to the point of, because a lot of women are working, they hustling, they doing a lot of fucking things. They're not like our parents and grandparents and aunties was that sitting around house and the house mothers or whatever, homemakers. Because you working, hire somebody to clean. So we can spend our time doing something else. Hire somebody to cook. If we can do
That's
something.
my brother.
So you hire somebody to do it. Now understand, if we got to pay a cook, because I'm saying we. Now I used to be like, I make all the money, pay all the bills. Now I want some joint partnership.
Very
Right.
I want joint partnership
He
now.
was very cagey.
What you-
That's real.
And I want
Yeah.
to see what you, I don't care how much you bring it to the table. We're going to throw it in the pot and we're going to figure out what to do with this.
Yeah.
Now, you understand once we throw this in the pot, if we taking out $1,000 a month for her to cook, another $1,000 for somebody to clean, another $1,000 for somebody to do this, this we got left. So this is how we got to live. So we both going to agree with that. As long as we got to understand it, I ain't got a problem with
Ain't
it.
nothing wrong with
And
that.
that's different.
So,
A lot of
No,
people
alright,
that have
alright.
not adapted that mindset.
That's my mindset now.
It's
shout
not.
out
Is that
to
your?
Lanesia. I
for
gotta
real
do that
though.
again though because y'all don't understand. My man was a caveman.
Yep.
So for her to be able to get through to you to recognize that, because I know we've had those conversations, and I'm like, that's not how that works.
Yep.
So for her to be able to get through, I gotta just say shout out
Change
to
the
Coach,
whole mindset
because
with
that
just
has
one
to,
conversation.
That has to be how it is. Like y'all either or you want her to just be a housemaker.
Right. And now, you know what? I used to be like, I don't care what she brought to the table. I don't care what you got. I don't care if you got kids. If you take care of your mother, that's fine. Anything come with you, come with us. Because if I love you or care for you that much, I'm taking on everything that come with you. I'm going to protect everything that come with you. But now it's to the point of, I still feel that way with everything come with you. But it's like, how are we going to do this together? There's not, I don't feel like, I always feel like the world was on me. I got to put everything on my back. But now I just took that shit off. Took the cave off.
Shout
Cave
out.
off.
Shout out to
That's
you.
big. If everybody can get that mindset, life would be a whole lot easier. What is your? What's the word I was gonna say? How do y'all deal with that in the household? Like you said, you told her you didn't feel like it, but then you end up doing it anyway.
Yeah.
Now she ate already. Did it make you feel away? Like,
No, I still dropped it off.
Okay.
And she said, "Did you buy this?" I said, "No, I made it." She said it was so freaking good.
okay, period.
And we dealing with I'm working full time. I got a part-time job. She working third shift. You know, them 12 hours, you know, being a nurse is crazy, right? And so we don't have a lot of time to do stuff, right? So literally we got to go grocery shopping. But me, I was a cook. So I love cooking, right? And so like she know like if I cook, it's gonna be something extravagant. Like I can make something out of nothing. Like we had half a salmon. we had some potatoes, and I had some onions. And I made some salmon loaded fries, right? And all the air fryer, all like fire, right? Homemade sauce, all that, right? And
Cause we cook too, so I'm sitting there like I ain't never thought about that.
and it was good, but it's about like the sacrifice part, and it's about the not holding that the instant gratification, like the instant gratification of you not doing nothing, right? And you have to think like long term, okay? Because at the end of the day, I know I'm gonna be busy, and I know I'm going to want her to do something that she don't want to do at that time, and she's gonna do it because she loves me. You know what I'm saying? And so that's how we get around certain things, and like we meet each other in the middle. So we know something is gonna lack. Like you was talking about, I'm looking for house cleaners right now. You know
I got somebody for you.
Because you know the clothes is piling up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at her like, dang, this is supposed to be your responsibility, but I gotta give her that grace and be like, oh no, she just got off a 12-hour shift. I can't really.
That's the gender roles. Really, we have to talk to our young guys.
That's
who
real.
There are
still
no, there
think
should
it's
not be
such
gender
thing.
roles.
But the thing about it is that
Except taking out the trash. But go
let me say
ahead.
this.
I do that
I'm
all
not
the time.
taking out
Right.
the trash.
And there's certain things you won't do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, not to sound sexist, but our young men are being raised by women.
Yeah.
Who the mothers are the ones doing this stuff for. Because I got aunties. If I say I'm going to cook, but I'm like, why? Bring it over here, I cook. I got aunties who will cook for me. I got cousins who will come and do something, whatever I need for them. Because they know if they ask me for something, I'm going to do it. But it's not healthy for the next relationship.
No.
And that's what we got to help the youngers understand. And the mothers understand who raising the boys.
And I just want to say this too, and I'm gonna let you rock. But like having that responsibility of like the marriage is making me go harder because I see her, right, and she's saying the stuff that she don't want to do, and I feel like, you know, now I have to go harder to give her the option to do that. Like if she wants to, if she want to work, okay, she fine, but she don't have to.
Yep,
You know
we
what I'm
just talked
saying?
about that.
And so like when I give her that option, now my responsibilities or my obligations for her will change. So now you're gonna be responsible for doing what I want you to do.
If you don't know, and that's,
You know,
but
so
that's how it should go.
But that's making me
Yes,
go
we
hard.
talk
Like
about
I'm like,
that.
I gotta step my game.
We
up.
talk about this all the time,
Absolutely.
and just how the mentality of men or people in relationships, and it's
It
just
has
like
to shift. There gotta be a balance
It
of
got
it all.
to
And it
balance.
has
Don't
to-
get me wrong, because a lot of people, they went in on our, like on TikTok, all the comments. It just was like, y'all want us to cook. No, it's not about wanting y'all to cook and clean and do any of that.
Absolutely
It's
not.
not about that. But you know, they take a clip and they run with it versus look at the whole thing. They just like, oh, well, if that's the case, you're gonna change the oil and cut the grass and do
Right.
this.
So wait.
And it's like, nigga, if I need to, I will.
Right.
And if I have to pay somebody to do it, I will.
Yeah.
But quit. They took it in a
So
negative
tell me what
connotation.
The clip was us talking about how I go work, you work your 12 hours, I work my 12 hours.
seen
So why
that.
is the responsibility
Yeah.
to upkeep
Yeah.
the house on me as the one?
Oh, they went off.
Y'all
baby.
look at me like, well, baby, why didn't you cook or clean up or do X, Y, and Z? But baby, we both work
We
10,
both
12
working.
hours. So this should be our responsibility. So it started being, well, you should change the oil. You should do this.
And
like,
no problem, because I do.
but
I go every couple
but
months
I
like
do
I'm
want
supposed
my
to.
woman to be independent, though.
Facts.
Let me
You know,
tell you,
I do
I
want
can
my woman to
independently
be
swipe this car and go over there and let them change that oil. I'm
That's
not
what I'm
changing.
saying.
Absolutely.
Lord
Like,
got changed. I didn't.
that's
you know
my
what I'm
point.
saying?
They
Like,
made it seem like they
So-
the ones physically going
Right.
out here and doing it.
I
And
was
like y'all
gonna-
said, it's changed. Back in the day, we couldn't work.
No.
We couldn't do none of this stuff. So it made sense for all of that stuff to be on
see,
us. But
that's-
now it's not.
It shifted, but again, who's raising and training these boys to the new mindset? And that's the
Facts.
problem. So, like, my father, he didn't change oil. He didn't fucking change the tire. He called AAA. We always
That's
had
what I'm
AAA.
saying.
So I
Yeah.
never learned how to
Got it
change the
done.
tire.
He
So I called
positioned y'all to
AAA.
do
Got it
it.
done.
He never cut no grass. I never cut.
Got
I
it
don't
done.
cut grass.
Yeah.
And
But-
certain shit do. But I make sure it get done.
And that's the difference.
Yeah.
And
Listen to
that's
me.
the difference.
I have to say this: like, I am a homeowner, okay? Regardless if I'm not married. I got a man now. Thank you, Lord, for my blessing. But I'm a homeowner, baby. I
Praying
had to
for
pay
you.
the lawn service every freaking 2 weeks. I had to pay for the snow removal. I have to get repairs done in my property. I have to get my oil changed. I have to get my tires, rotated, X, Y, and Z. I've had to learn how to do those things as a woman. So when I say things like we got a partner, it's because, and no, this gonna probably drive somebody crazy. Like, I've learned how to be a single woman and do everything I had to do by myself. Has it been easy? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? But have I done it? Yes.
Nah, let me
I've
me
had
say
to do it. Now, do I welcome a man coming in my life to provide some safety, some security, some support? Absolutely. Like, I welcome that. I don't want to do it by myself. I just have had to do it by myself because I'm by myself. I don't expect to have by myself responsibilities when I'm with somebody else. Ain't nowhere in the world I can have a partner and I'm still doing everything by myself.
But it's about really what we agree to. And I think it's about agreement
Communication.
with the people.
That's what I said from the
because
beginning.
it might be like, I'm working midnights or afternoons, so you might be the one who dropping the car off at the shop. My car in your car at the shop.
No
Yeah.
problem.
For the shop to change the oil,
Yes.
so the shop can do this.
No problem.
But I do take pride in fixing stuff myself, though.
Let's
Let's be
yes,
clear.
That's a man. That's you a man's man.
because-
Like,
I'm
Because
a
I'ma
man's
let
man,
you know-
but I don't take pride in that
I'm
shit.
gonna let. No, listen.
I gotta take pride in paying for it.
I'm gonna
not
let
doing
you.
it.
I'm gonna let you know something. That dryer went out, and so I'm looking like, okay, do I want to pay this $500, or do I want to fix this dryer? YouTube, boom, $5 piece on Amazon. It took me a day to fix just because I had to go to work,
Yeah.
right? And so like it was easy, right? And for me, what I found out is that if she didn't appreciate me for that, I kind of looked at her sideways. Because look, I'm good with my hands and I can get it done.
Right.
She didn't even ask me, is it? She just wanted to be done.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so for me, but she, of course, she appreciated me
But
for
yeah,
that. But
you know,
like
yeah,
that's like a relationship builder for me right there because it's like, oh, and on top of that, you know, she looking at me like, oh, that's a strong, sexy man right there.
right? He fixed it.
I'm trying to fix everything around the house.
So
Let me get some quality time with my baby.
You know what you're speaking about? What we talked about. We talked about that with Cortez. Like praise
Hype
me,
me
but
up.
hype me
Yep,
up.
hype me
Like
up.
if I do
Come on,
something that you
Hype me up.
appreciate,
Hey.
let me know you enjoyed it. Because what happens is I want to do it more.
Yeah.
My boyfriend say all the time, like every time he be like, baby, how'd you do this?
Yeah.
He always like, I got videos every time I finish with something. He like, baby, I don't know how you did this. Like you don't have time. But the reality is I make time to do those things for him because he's important to me, because I love him, because I appreciate him, because he's valuable to me. And so I never want him to question that. So yeah, I be tired, but I cooked. I'm tired, but I still did this for you. I'm you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna make sure he feels appreciated and valued, but in reverse, he does the same thing for me.
Yeah.
He's
That's
gonna support
important.
me, he's gonna have my back. Like, and for me, a lot of what matters to me is like she'll tell you, I'm a softie. I'm an emotional little punk. I'm a thug though.
Where?
But I'm an
Where?
emotional thug. I'm an emotional thug. So
In her
literally-
mind.
in real life. But like I have a lot of moments where like especially at work where it'd be too much. Right. And then I have one of my people at work, she's like super emotional. Every week she gonna have a breakdown. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do therapy, I gotta do this, that, and the third. And so I'll call him frustrated, like, or I'll text him baby, how's work? Do I need to be on my way? That's his favorite line. Do I need to be on my way? But his on my way isn't even to solve it. It's just like, I'm about to come give you a hug. I'm about to come give you a kiss. I'm about to come hold your hand. Like, cause he knows those are the small things that matter to me, just him being present. Because we work opposite shifts too. So I work 8 a.m. to probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock. Well, he 4 to 1 a.m.
See, that's
So our time has to be intentional, right? So he has to like, he has to come like drive down and take me to lunch or bring me something, or you know what I'm saying? Like if I work from home on some days, he'll pop up just to give me a kiss before he go to work, like because he makes it intentional. So that partnership is what matters.
Praying,
And that's
I
what
was praying that you brought up something like this because I want to look in the camera.
Go ahead. We're gonna zoom.
I want to look in the camera and tell all the fellas, even if you dating, this will turn up. Like if you serious about a woman, this will turn up every relationship that a man has. I said, this is when I was dating. I said, babe, we need to start having we need to start having financial meetings. Right? Every Sunday, financial meeting. But then I said, okay. And you would notice I would start getting antsy because it started to become a habit if I missed that Sunday. Like I would start getting antsy. And so now I'm like, wait a minute. All right. The relationship is more important than the finances. So let's have the relationship meeting first and then the finance meeting second. Right. And so now this gives you the space to tell me what you're grateful for. This gives me the space to tell me what I need to work on, vice versa, right? And so now it's like if you irritated or something that I did earlier in the week, like I don't like the way you did that, I don't like the way you did this or whatever, you have that space to do that without us getting in our feelings. Like point blank period. If you need me to step it up around the house, or what am I not doing, or what am I doing, right? And so that will give them the space, and that's all the females be wanting, is just the
Boardroom
space
and
to be
bae.
looked
To that
at.
end.
Yes, to be heard, to
Let
let
me
it
say this.
out. And sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but it was just funny because he don't hold your thought because he hit the nail on the head. She literally just had a boardroom in Bay. She literally turned her. That's what the
that
sign
sign
is
is up
for.
there for.
in the
She had a
conference room.
boardroom
Okay.
in Bay
Okay.
for that. This is
Yeah.
what you say you want to do. This is
Yeah.
how we do it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? In X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And we often talk about everything that you are saying.
Yeah.
You
So
are
it's
giving
so
me so
dope.
much hope. He's giving me hope
Yeah.
because
Hey,
you
so
know
I'm-
I gave up. I just be like these niggas.
So,
ain't-
was
no,
done.
my
I'm
question
telling
is,
you.
Fuck it, I'm still done because they don't get it.
Or that's dating.
That's dating serious. Like I was doing
So
that.
when you
Like,
say
I
date
had-
serious, that means when you proposed?
No,
or?
before.
No, so let me
when
say
you
this.
when
We
you
not-
exclusive, when you my girlfriend, boyfriend, and you exclusive, you met my family, you doing all of this certain type of
Okay.
stuff, and
We trying to build.
and we trying to build. All right,
Boardroom
baby,
and bae.
talk to me,
Okay.
and
Because-
that's going to
because here's the
strengthen. That's going to
reality.
strengthen the
That makes
relationship.
sense.
Point
Because
blank,
most people
period.
don't have them conversations.
Absolutely.
They don't.
They don't have
Yeah.
them
So this is what I'm
conversations. I agree with
saying. The reality of that is, it starts to make me. I'm invested in what you're invested
Right.
in. You're invested in what I'm invested in. We can grow together. Like we shouldn't wait until we marry to start
Yeah.
building together.
Absolutely.
And it could be here's this. There may be some things that she wants to do that you're not even interested in,
Right.
or vice versa. But just awareness, because 4 eyes is always better than 2.
Yeah.
Like with what he does, so I literally did Boardroom and Bay. It was so freaking dope. And he like, what the heck? I put up this was the conference room. Let's meet to discuss your dreams, your visions, your goals. What does first quarter look like? What does second quarter? And to do our planning, right? What does it look like? What trips are we taking this year?
Yeah.
Who paying for this? How we doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the holidays going to be spent? Who's family? Like, those are conversations you should have
Need to
with
have.
your partner, and not just an
Absolutely.
assumption. Because holidays. Listen, I probably got right now 7, 8 invites for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And you
it's
got to
like,
figure out what you're
and
doing.
Now, and this is before him. So now we together. How many you got? Well, who house we hitting? These are things you got to start talking about, and not just
Because
assuming.
most people get married and then they start separating. That's how it's easy. I like the boardroom
Yeah.
and Bay.
No. So.
Don't take that.
So,
You know, I'm
so
still
here's
in
the
there.
thing. Here's the thing with
the
that.
boardroom and Bay.
Yeah. So a lot of, and what I see, like, and I learned that from my dad, right? I learned that from my dad because he used to have family meetings when we all stayed together. When I
dope.
moved
That's
back
dope.
then from college, he used to have family meetings, and then it used to be ugly. Like, it used to be conversations like, he'd tell me, like, okay, we have this conversation that everybody has. That's the sugarcoating conversation, right? And it's the conversation up underneath that's the real conversation of how people really feel. And so, like, the objective of those meetings is to get to that conversation, right? And so, like, sometimes it don't be nice and butterflies and
Yeah.
all of this type
But
of
it's
stuff.
not
And you
always.
have to be comfortable with having that uncomfortable conversations. That's number one. Number two is the reason why a lot of, and this is, I'm learning this early, the reason why a lot of relationships and marriages fails because it starts small. It starts very small of them not expressing how they feel.
They hide it,
That's
sweeping it under
it's
the
It
rug.
only take
Yep.
one time. It only take and she
One.
pulled me back. I was dealing with something outside of the relationship. I was dealing with something. She was like, well, I know you wanted to have a conversation tomorrow, because I told her, I'm like, I want to have this conversation. Well, I know you want to have a conversation tomorrow. We was driving. You know, them driving conversations be different. But I just want to say, I just want to express this, and this. And I'm like, damn. I said, this is perfect. Like that. Like, that's why you my wife. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna let me
Sit in there.
just sit in it and just think about it all the time. Like, no.
Listen.
And so that's
you make
very
me want to
important.
go get married.
No, wait.
Here.
Don't
You
go
gotta
there.
get the right
Sarah,
You
you
gotta get
available?
no.
Who out there
You
available
gotta
out
get
there?
the right partner.
Y'all
Who
hear
out
my
there
man?
available?
You gotta get the right partner.
Now listen.
Baby, you
right
out there?
partner.
Baby, I'm coming. We gonna have boardrooms and Bay.
But listen, boardrooms and back. Don't. I gotta trademark that. We gonna have boardroom.
We
and
got
back.
Drake chairs.
No, let me just say this real quick though. For real, I thought that was amazing. Everything that you just said,
Yeah.
because we kind of had that. My boyfriend and I had the same situation where he felt like he kind of had a moment where he was like, "Baby, you don't be doing boom, 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 boom," and you made me feel like X, Y, and Z. And I said, "Wait, baby." So I listened to him. I let him have his moment. I said, "I'm on my way." Because this is we texting actually. I said, you know what? I'm on my way. This is not a text conversation. I'm leaving where I'm at and I'm on my way because this needs to be hashed out right now. So when I got there, we had a very good conversation about it. And before we ended, I said, baby, now I need one thing. I need you never to sit there and feel any of that again without telling me.
Without building it up. My dad.
Do not sit there in that and not
It's
tell
like
me.
a soda pop can. This is what
Because
my
you know
dad.
why? With the young guys.
Go ahead.
Young guys, women are teaching them not to share their emotions because you are
Oh yeah, I
considered
don't do that.
sassy.
Yeah, no.
So it's on the woman to create this space for men to
be
be
safe
able
then.
to be vulnerable.
Listen, so I'm tell you, like I told him, I said, listen, I need you never to do that again to me because
Thank you for telling him that.
here's the thing, I need you to tell me what you need me to do, because the reality is, if I love you, then what happens for me is change behavior,
I don't know how I feel about that one.
and that's the reality. Like for me, it was like what he said to me was like, and see and tell you, like he like, baby, you make it your business to go everywhere you want to go, but you rarely come to my house. Everything is at your house. I come to your house for this. We over your cousin's house. We at your daddy's house. Everything is out. You're not here. Baby, when I tell you I'm at that man's house every week, I go over there and I cook. I go over there and watch football. I go over there and just relax with my man because that's what mattered to him, me being in his space. Yeah. But he's like, you know, when I said, baby, talk to me about it, he said, well, you don't see that? You don't notice it? I said, well, listen, no. I didn't. Right. I mean, I'm aware, yes, you were always with me. You always come get me. But the reality was it didn't dawn on me that it bothered you. But now that I know, I promise you it's over. Because the one thing about me is if you tell me something bothers you and I understand it, and I don't have to agree with it. I don't have to be like, yeah, you're right. No, because it bothers you, I'm going to change behavior because it's necessary for you. Whatever makes you more comfortable, I need to do. So real quick, because this has been a great conversation, but we could do this for a minute. We have part 1, part 2 right here. But I do want to ask this. I know you are married. I know you are single. This is one question. Before you were married and your singleness, what would you say is your number one deal breaker?
It's the points of fingers for me.
So for me now, to heal me, it's for a woman not being intentional about the things I ask for, request. Number 2 is a deal breaker.
She said 1.
No, because I want to hit that.
Because it's gonna wrap all in.
Okay. Go ahead.
So not being intentional, allowing friends to influence our relationship.
I got that talk too.
And family to influence relationship. And also, I care about kids because I have some, several. But if we looking for a happily ever after, a lifetime, put your shit in check.
Thanks.
So I have one question. Hold on to yours, please. What does intentional look like? Not being intentional.
Intentional for me is like when I'm saying this is what I want. I said I need 3 things. Make them 3 things happen. That's intentional for me.
Without you asking.
Without me
I need you to do them without me asking.
Without me asking about it. And another thing I like you said, we talked about having a conversation. I don't like going to bed mad. So we got to have a conversation for the next day. So
okay.
But being intentional.
I'll ask you something else in a minute, but go ahead, go.
You said before?
Yeah, yes. I mean, because you're married now. So what was the deal breaker?
So the deal breaker with me, and I hate to say this because I feel like I'm different now, but I was arrogant, bro. I was arrogant. Like I thought I was the coolest dude walking. I was the shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like cussing no more. Excuse me.
It was the sugar honey iced tea. It was the sugar honey iced tea.
So for me, it was like if a female really didn't want to mess with me, like I read that quick. Not even trying to put in no work. Like I'm like, oh. Bet. All right, I'm on to the next one. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So the deal breaker was like
no intention.
Like you ain't you do you know who you talking to?
You know what I'm saying? That's a fact, bro. That's nothing wrong.
But see, that was like
no, there's nothing wrong with that.
Your work.
I know.
Wow.
But I was doing it from an unhealthy way though. I wasn't being intentional though.
You the shit.
You see what I'm saying?
There you go.
I wasn't
there
being. I wasn't being intentional. So for me, it was kind of like I was trying to do this double standard type of thing. So
you always do.
So you wanted to be chased. You wanted the girl. You wanted him to be on your dick. You wanted him to dick ride you. So stroke your ego. You wanted your ego stroke.
I be stroking.
Listen, let me say this. If the guy paying for all the bills and doing everything else.
But they wasn't at this time.
But you want me to be, know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about in general. because I had this before. If I'm paying for the bills, I'm paying for dinner. I'm buying you a boo boo gift every now and then. I'm taking you out.
Gift.
It wasn't sorry. It was a boo boo gift. I'm thinking about you. That's the boo boo
Oh,
gift.
okay,
That's the
boo-boo
difference.
gift. Gotcha.
I'm thinking about you.
Cutty
You know what I mean? And so, but now, if I want you to chase me a little bit and be attentive with me, is something wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So that
Yeah, so
y'all,
no-
y'all saying two different things.
Y'all are
yeah,
saying
yeah.
two different things.
I heard.
but
Because I wasn't putting in no work though.
he was, he,
Okay,
he
okay,
said,
I got
it.
he
He
said
said that.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Dre?
So
Do you hear that? Or you heard what I heard first?
No, I get what you're saying.
Okay.
you get what I'm saying
I
now?
heard you after.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So, but I'm
that
gonna
was-
tell you, you aren't wrong. Like I feel like there has to be a balance. I should do for you like you do for me, and you
Facts.
should like and vice versa. So it has to be
Yeah.
a balance.
Yeah.
But I ain't chasing nobody. Like I ain't chasing you because of who you think you are.
You see what I'm saying?
I
That's
see
why I'm
what you-
like,
have
that
a-
was my non-negotiable.
I
So
agree,
for
yeah.
me,
Back then.
So I'm
That's
gonna tell
arrogant,
you,
yeah.
have a good day, sir.
yeah. So what really like I can remember, and I'm gonna remember this for the rest of my life. Like I love my wife, so I just is everything that we talking about. Like I can only relate it back to that. So like I remember the first time, like that date that I was talking about, we went to a sushi spot, right? And I mean sushi is cool, whatever. It was in Ferndale, so but this was our birth time, like being at the spot. So I ain't know where it was, she ain't know where it was.
Right.
So when I picked her up, she was like, when we went out, we had, was on the street or whatever, and she was like, I asked like, dang, where the spot at? She said, I'm just following you. Like you leading, I'm following you. I said, that's it. That's it. That's all. I mean, but I was in a space to like
Receive
accept
it.
it, to
You was in a-
receive it.
yes.
You
You
have-
know what I'm saying? Like she wasn't chasing me or
Yeah.
nothing like that or whatever like that. But that was my non-negotiable, dog. Like I was arrogant, bro, and I didn't realize I was as arrogant as I was until now.
Hindsight,
That's it.
baby.
Hindsight.
You know what I'm
Second
saying?
thought.
Second, I'm gonna say second thoughts. Duh.
I was arrogant. All right, so we gotta wrap this up.
Yes, I'm
But you
about to
had a
say
question for
Drake
me?
5 minutes us a few
What was your
minutes
question?
ago.
Oh, I was gonna say this to you earlier because I'm gonna just be funny.
Go ahead.
I thought you was gonna say her feet dirty.
So that used to
That
be.
too.
That used to be. That was the only thing I looked at. It's like, okay, let me take her feet up.
No, it's not.
Her feet dirty.
No, it's not.
She ain't hit the tub.
So earlier we talked about like we kind of graced through standards. He was saying how back in the day he really didn't have any standards. Like if your feet dirty, then I can't mess with her. But other than that, he was good. He was good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that was your only standard, clean feet. Like, so I just thought you was gonna say that one. But you said you got one more.
I had one more, and so like with me, I like a soft female. So like if you was any type of aggressive, like I was straight on you because I'm the only one that's doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That had to deal with my arrogance.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
because
So-
Ambi, like you couldn't love her through it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I say this, that aggressiveness and that arrogance, we talk about it all the time. It comes from her not being in a situation where she feels safe enough to be soft with you. When a woman
Yep.
feels safe enough to be
Yep.
soft, she will. When a woman feels like she doesn't have to be a masculine or she doesn't have to carry everything. Like I don't know who said this INDEPENDENT. Like I don't know who said that independent. I was from
Oh, child. I was like,
INDEPENDENT.
We all was like,
who said that?
Like Boosie said it.
Boosie
But
said it. Boosie said it.
But I don't know why we feel like we have to always be independent. But I say this all the time. There is not another race of women that you hear that they're strong. It's not like I'm a strong any
White
other
woman.
race. It's always I'm a strong black
I'm
woman.
a strong Chinese
So when you
woman.
think about it,
It's
no
only black
other
women.
race. There's no other race of women that
Strong
classifies
Indian
themselves
woman.
as strong or that's raised or nurtured to be strong. So when you talk about us being aggressive or strong or angry, well, we're raised that we're groomed that way, and so we don't know how sometimes to be soft until you put me in a position
Position to
where
be soft.
I can
Facts.
be soft.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing I'm
And I
saying about
wasn't
young
dealing
men.
with it.
Young men are raised to the fact to have gender standards. I mean, gender duties and these other things. They're not raised to be independent or taught. A lot of, I'm not saying all,
Yeah.
but most not taught because they have mommy. Look at these mommies still.
And then they want to date
With
their
these
mamas. Go
Yes.
date your mama.
And I'm talking grown
My mom
men.
was
After you
crazy.
get
I ain't dating
13, you're supposed to be working or something.
I know.
Yeah,
so
like-
listen, I think we could do this forever
All day.
because this
We
has been
so
great.
could.
But we really gotta go.
Yes,
It's
man.
crazy.
I want to say this on camera though. I do appreciate the invite.
Aw, thanks.
When I
appreciate
was when Sierra had invited me, I was just like, send me all your videos. I want to
did,
watch
he
it.
did,
Like
he
I want to
did.
watch every single video. And so I can say from the context and the substance that y'all talk and the conversations that y'all have, whether y'all having it with yourself, y'all mamas, or us, it's gonna blow up.
Aw,
Like
we
Mark,
appreciate
I'm
that.
saying this in the camera. If y'all stay consistent,
We will.
it's gonna go nothing but up. Like
We
I
appreciate that.
promise you that.
Thank
Like
you.
I know because it's meaningful. It's people can relate. We deal with I'm a Detroit kid, and I'm
Man.
pretty sure y'all from
Side.
Detroit,
Period.
right?
You
So
girl.
like,
East
so
side.
like,
East side.
y'all have a lot of relatability that y'all come with, and I just want to give y'all flowers now.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate
I don't know
that.
if anybody else gave them to you. I
No,
know he
thank
have,
y'all.
but
No.
most definitely,
That's
like
dope.
y'all got
And
it.
shout out to both of y'all too.
Thank you.
Like I said, I'm big on energy. Like I said, I had never met this man a day in my life. And he was like, and this is what I'm big on energy and people. His birthday speech was, my reason for having this, I want people to network. I want people to meet. I want everybody, if y'all here, y'all know somebody special, so that means y'all special. And somehow y'all got, it was a dope speech on his birthday. Like
Right.
he did something for the people. And in the midst of that, well, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, my home, we got a podcast. And he's like, oh my God, I've been wanting to be on a podcast. I'm serious. I'm like, you know what? This would be great. Like, I can't make this up. And it was like, your toast coming to life right here and right after it. You know what I'm saying? So it was super, super dope. So thank you both
Thank
for
you.
being
Thank you.
here. Ultimately, we all would date our, no, you said you wouldn't.
I said I would.
We all would date ourselves.
That's a fact.
Jazz is the only one that would not still, you know. But I do say
Pieces
put
of me.
out. I do say put out what you want
you
to
want.
receive,
Right.
and that's the bottom line. And so that's what I mean when I say I do. I am willing to adapt. I am willing to change. So even in the areas that I lack, I would love to receive that someone willing to go that extra mile to change and work with me. Fellas, don't be so hard on us black women who in our hardcore state. That's what life taught us, you know, and vice versa. And like you
Yeah.
said, raising the boys. I'm a single boy mom, so I am raising my men to that. Hey, it's okay for you to feel like this. But it's
Absolutely.
not how you handle it. That's not how you respond. You need 5 minutes, go think about it, come back. But you are entitled to feel how you feel. Your feelings are valid. You matter, and it means something.
Yes.
So I am teaching my boys from that standpoint.
Absolutely.
So again, this has been another amazing
been a
episode.
great episode.
And I mean, y'all keep rocking with your girl.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm gonna drop us out with the end and like,
I hyped them up for sure.
It
Listen,
did,
they did their thing, man. They
it
doing
did.
their thing,
appreciate it.
man.
All right,
you.
guys,
Yes.
y'all know how we end every
Gotta do our
episode.
rules.
Gotta tell you the rules. Be good.
Be good.
Can't be good. Be careful.
Be careful.
Can't be careful. Take your
Ass home.
peace, love,
See you
and
next
soul.
week.
We out, guys.